Good morning, everybody. This is Shivangi Walke from thrivewithmentoring.com. And I'm joined here by the lovely Anita Sachdev, a Thrive mentor and a very big well-wisher of Thrive and a huge, huge support. Anita, very welcome to you. Anita, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am a Indo-Canadian. I am a globetrotter. And now I live in India. I'm a leadership coach as well as a cross-cultural consultant. And I help women gain their power. I'm not empowering them, they're already empowered.
Yes,
we're just filling the gaps in the confidence. That's all.
Fantastic. Thank you, Anita. Anita, I'm very interested to know from you as far as Thrive is concerned in India. What do you think would be the biggest benefits for mentees for Thrive in India, particularly?
Like I said, it's like bridging the gap in confidence. It's not the education. It's neither the family support now, especially in the urban areas. It's more like filling the gap in the confidence that yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it being feminine. I can do it being woman. I can doing it being like a girl. I don't know whether you've seen that ad from Always. It said, "How does a girl bowl?" And so, do we need to be like guys, or do we need to access our own power? And that's the Shakti that we have. And I think that is the bridge in confidence that should I be a guy? Should I be a girl? No, just be yourself and own your own power and be able to express it at the right place at the right time.
Indeed, indeed. And I think one of the challenges that women have, and this is not India specific, is to have enough diversity in the role models that they see in terms of, how success looks like. And I think what we have managed with Thrive with Mentoring is to get a lot of these women, who are successful, who are high caliber, into a platform that then connects the mentees with the mentors. Can you share a little bit your experience as a Thrive mentor, from the beginning of this year, Anita?
It's been a very, to say it was interesting would be kind of minimizing the feeling because I can't express it. All I know is that that entire batch and the meet that we had where the mentees and the mentors were matched, the energy was high. Everyone was looking forward to giving and receiving at the same time. We had the choice of picking our mentees as much as the mentees had the choice of picking their mentors. That entire process was very empowering for both people.
Yes.
Both the mentors and the mentees. So when I have choices, I know that I'm able to express myself. And that's a great starting point. And that chemistry meet has continued for me for the last 3 months. In fact, my mentee after our first 3 sessions had aspirations to go take on an international job. And with my experience, I was able to share with her some strategies as well as approaches for her interview with the global head, as well as convince her family that that was the right thing to do, including her husband. And she shared her feedback saying it happened seamlessly. So that made me very happy as much as it made her happy. And now she's fast tracking to go to China. In fact, she's in China right now.
That is such a wonderful success story, Anita, and that too in such a quick period of time. I mean, as you know, with Thrive, are working with mentees for 1 full year, and some stories are slow stories, and some stories are quick success stories like yours. And of course, I hope that the global platform of Thrive will allow you to remain in touch with your mentee wherever she meets, wherever she is in the globe. Because that's, I think, something that differentiates Thrive, that we have both a local presence, a local community where women can meet and they can, have the opportunity to receive this energy that you do, like that you mentioned during the face-to-face event. At the same time, a very wide and which is more connected virtually. And of course, there are many plans that we have in terms of Thrive. Now, say something about Anita. Why? I'm just trying to understand from from your point of view. We have had several mentors and several mentees registering across India, which is fantastic. If I were a mentee and if I'm trying to register on the platform, I might have some reservations, right? And, from our space, speaking to the existing mentees who have registered, it's been a little bit challenging to understand what could be these reservations. I don't know, you work extensively with women in India since you're back now to India. What are the sort of reservations mentees have typically in investing in their own development? What sometimes pulls them back, you think, Anita?
Interesting question. As a coach and as a mentor, I see that hold back. Sometimes I feel it is they're not ready and committed to the goals they want to accomplish. It's nice to have, I want to, I desire, but I'm not sure I'm ready to take the next step.
Right.
And that gap again, like I mentioned again, that gap in confidence, which makes them believe that maybe I'll do it next year. This is a great idea, but I'm not sure it's for me. And they're not ready to put the power behind their ideas at times. And I would say that also leads to the fact they don't want to take that risk at this moment. And considering coaching, yes, when I coach, it's a paid thing. They have to pay to get a coach. But if they get a free mentor, I don't see there should be much of a challenge. But the only challenge is having the, having the courage to be mentored.
Yes.
Because then they're accountable.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the only thing that I see that holds them back.
Yeah. The accountability piece, and will I be able to do it, right? I mean, we have structured Thrive in a way that should make it possible even for busy working professionals. Usually mentors are, very, very busy women themselves, and they are making the time once every month to meet up with the mentee, either face to face, and it's possible because we have local partnerships, or via this kind of technology, Skype or Zoom, 1 hour every month. I think everybody can actually have that in their own time. But I know that there is another challenge. I have been speaking to a couple of mentors around the existing relationships, and that is the commitment to try and experiment and do something different, right? Which the mentor might encourage them to do. So the accountability piece that you mentioned, and also the commitment towards your own development, pushing yourself a little bit out of the comfort zone. I wanted to benefit from your experience as a coach. How do you help your mentee in terms of, broadening what she thinks may be possible for her, given her life experiences to date? What do you do to enable that process to help your mentees grow?
I tap into their strengths. I tap into their success factors and things that they have done exceedingly well, which they consider, but that's natural, true, and effortless. But that's for them. But the world doesn't know that. So I am able to tap into their timeline of success factors over their lifetime. It's like a timeline I make for them. And they begin to see what they bring to the fore and the strengths that they've used. What is the X factor? And if the goal that they have set, we can use the strengths and their X factor. And if there are some weaknesses or personal or environmental challenges, then we can find a way to bridge the gap.
Right. That's very, very helpful, Anita. And what I have noticed is that there is always a way out. I mean, look at us. We're working with a fancy technology, Facebook Live, audio not working on the phone. I mean, there is always a way out, right?
So true.
if we go with, can do kind of attitude, then we can make anything work. By the way, I'm very happy to say that Thrive is partnering with Strength Finder and Gallup globally. And because, I mean, like you mentioned, the mentors are going to help the mentees to work with their strengths. And
right.
This research has been done around positive psychology and how important it is for us to work with our strengths. So we are helping the mentee, of course, through the mentor and through this tool to identify what are their top strengths and how can they leverage on those strengths. So this strength-based thinking is really at, the foundation of Thrive and always has been. Anita, I will ask you one last question. I have been told repeatedly,
Sure.
Please keep the Facebook lives short. And as much as I would love to talk to you for a long time. One last question that I would ask you is to give one piece of advice, of course, to potential Thrive mentees, but to young women in general. What would you actually encourage them to do more of? What would you give them as some sort of inspiration from your very successful and an international career?
I would say have fun, enjoy your life, and don't be so serious. Really, I mean, yes, you could do it all, but just have fun in the process.
Thank you so much, Anita. I think we need to be reminded of that all the time. I have had a lot of fun to talk to you now, and across all our interactions over the last few years, we know ourselves. Thank you very, very much for your time. And yeah, let's speak soon on another platform. Take care.
Thanks, Shivangi.
Bye.
Take care.